That's amazing. I think I don't know, it's so hard to put in the words sometimes, but I just like thinking about you and everything that you've done, like it is you really are, like you said, like practicing everything that you're writing about. So like taking control and maintaining control of your brand and being able to, I don't know, like just put out what you want to put out and navigate and create the space in this whole world and this whole universe. Honestly, that's really what it is, your whole little universe.
Mhm.
And so it's amazing to see just how through your books and even like the Patreon and everything through the Diamond site, like how you have maneuvered, let alone just within the last year. I'm not talking like the past
Right.
2, 3, 4 years, but that's the last year and how you're just taking control and owning it. I mean, it's just dope. Like it is amazing. It's an
Thank you.
amazing. It's totally amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I agree. I think it's been wonderful. Not only seeing the journey, but being able to be a part
A
of
part of it, yeah.
the journey as well, because you have this community through the mobile app and most recently the site. Um, with all great things come your challenges. What and your not so fun times,
Right.
I'm sure. What challenges have you seen, not only as a writer, but in venturing into the digital space and creating these different properties?
Let's see. Uh, the initial challenge, not the initial, but I think the biggest challenge is um, people's resistance to change and evolution. And I can go on tangents, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges. And then, outside of that was just the work that had to be put in. Like it was work. It was like day, night, anyway, because my app developer is in Egypt. And so their day is my night. So, when I need to get with them, it's all night,
Mhm.
and then I'm writing, and then I'm, checking in with readers, and then I have other brands that I'm working on. So it's consistent work, and I have to work my team and I have to work myself. But, it's the return on the investment that's the most important. It's reaching the goal. It's seeing it come to fruition. Now when we look at it, we talk about how we talked about an app, and now an app is here, right? We talked about these things, and now, they're in our reality. So, but with that, it came a lot of hard work. Like I said, it came a lot of resistance, and just finding platforms, because a lot of my platforms that I use are not US based, because in all honesty, US based firms are really deep into capitalism, like your Amazons and so forth. And so they do not create spaces for people to create their own. They create spaces for them to make money off of you, but they don't create spaces for you to make their own. So a lot of the things that I had to do and a lot of the people I had to work with and go and talk to were not US based companies, because that's just not the philosophy here. You
Mhm.
get in where you fit in, and pay them. So that was one thing. So, doing a lot of due diligence and research and finding out this and how to do this, because none of us on my team, we didn't know anything about making an app, or anything like that. So, figuring out how to do it, figuring out a layout, figuring out a design, how to connect books, how to do this, how to get a store, and then we had to change to a new store. So it was a lot of things that we had to go to, because initially when we started the app, We didn't expect it to be that many people to sign up initially. We were in a beta phase, so we use like the bare minimum, platforms, and we were like, okay, because we're just testing, and then it just like blew up, and then now we had to move to a bigger and a better platform, and start to prepare for bigger and better things. So it was like things like that, that were going on, and then just getting people to think outside the box and do things in a different way. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. And especially when your competition is a billionaire, a billionaire's company, and you're like this little person trying to do your own, and people are expecting you to be able to do what this billionaire company does. And I'm like, hey, it's just me. I'm just trying to give you a reading experience. I'm not, a trillionaire. Okay. I'm like, okay. So, but people are coming around. People are coming around. Like I said, the app has many more readers than I expected to have at this time. So I'm really happy about that. So that's why I'm very comfortable with locking it now, working with the group we have, building that up, and focusing on, my stories that I want to put on there. And that also opened me up a lot more, because there are stories that I have. Actually, the one I just put out, where I would have never published that book on Amazon. So now I can write the stories that I want to write. I mean, I've always written the stories that I want to write, but I can write deeper stories that I want to write that I wouldn't have published on Amazon. But now I can publish for my readers in particular, who I know will get it and appreciate it and understand it. So, yeah.
I mean, I remember Enigma very well. So I am looking forward to Conundrum not being on Amazon and seeing what you do with that, because it's gonna be lit. Like,
yes,
just saying, poor little police station.
Right.
Leave it there. You gotta read it. You gotta read it, people.
It's good. It's good.
That's exciting. I know for me personally, I was like, oh, she got an app. Oh, that means she gets all my dollars. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put an app and gonna pay her these dollars versus giving it to somebody else.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And that's why I said, when, just to go back for a second, to be more than an author. Like, I appreciate, like you said, you giving me your dollars. I appreciate that, right? And that's why I want to give you more than just a book. You understand what I'm saying? Because there are millions of authors out here. You could, and you still can, but you didn't have to read me, is what I'm saying, right? You didn't have to support me, because you have all these other options. So I appreciate when people do that. And then when people really get it and really feel it and vibe with it, so to create that community outside of the books, where you always have access to that. Like, I know the feeling, or at least I hope I know the feeling that people get when they finish reading my books. They feel enlightened. They feel hopeful. They feel like, oh, it's something. I want to do something. I want to, you know what I'm saying? So I want to have a place where you can go and you can always tap into that feeling, where it's not just in a book.
Yeah. That's dope. Again, I can sing your praises all day, but no, it really is. It really is amazing, and just it's like 360. It's like full circle, and so it's. I mean, like I said, I could go on and on about how much I love it and like everything that you've done and the space that you created. Like, it is truly amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, with that being said, what's next? What What new adventures are you going to take us on in the world of technology?
Let's see. Okay, so um, like you said, it's been a whirlwind, like 2 years. You know, it's been 3 years in planning, but 2 years in actual putting it into practice and getting it done. And it's happened so quickly, it seems, and it's still happening quickly. So, the next steps with, Arthur D. Camille and D. Camille is scripts, movies, studios, TV shows, networks.
Speak
So
it, speak it, give it life. Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Look at this atmosphere.
that's the forward vision, is to continue to write, continue to write books, continue to foster this community, continue to bring this community into what the culture is doing. Like I have a whole group. So when we start making movies, we got extras. I have people like, I want to be producers. I want to be this. I want to be that. And it's like the universe is bringing all this together just because I took the time to set up this platform, you know? And so I'm amazed at the people who are coming into my world and with all of these talents and skills and knowledge and everything. And I'm just like, wow, so I'm just excited to see the next steps, come to fruition, just like these did, So the next thing will be having movies and a channel and, all of that. And we'll be back talking again and you'll be like, so now you're doing TV. Like,
Yeah. It'll be in person post COVID.
Yes. We'll be on set.
Yes.
Do it. Come on set.
Walk and talk through the set.
Exactly.
I already have the vision.
So that's the forward vision, and that's what we're moving towards, and that's why we're locking things down, so that we're eliminating the distractions.
Yeah.
So we can be focused on the goal.
So amazing.
I know. I'm just sitting here like,
so
dope.
Amazing.
Wow. Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, y'all just don't know. All this vision is just like movies, TV shows. Blah. Like,
I know. I'm like, how do you not get? Do you get anxiety thinking about it? If so, if not, how do you not get anxiety? Because I think I have to weeks and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed.
I talk about this often, how I went through my journey before I started writing books, in which I call it my journey to truth, and not, like I said, not external truth, but the truth of who I am. Being in that space, being grounded in that space, helps me to move into the things that I need to move into without being overwhelmed. Because all visions are given to you because they are a part of your life. And when you learn to accept that, you don't get overwhelmed. Now, you don't know what part of your life that vision is coming or when, and that's not for you to know, but that's for you to just stay on the path and work it, because you know that it's going to be there. So that's what keeps me from just like freaking out. I'm just like, oh, I'm doing that too. Okay. Cool.
Oh, words of wisdom.
I know. Write that down.
Pencil in hand.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes. So Sherry, do you have any more questions?
I don't have any more questions.
We can ask questions all night, but we know you have things to do.
Yeah.
So,
just a few. That's all.
So before we wrap, we want to play a game.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, it's short.
It's a short game. It'll
It's
be
a short
fun.
game. So we are going to play, and I actually got this idea from a client of mine. Shout out to the party case. It's called This or That. So,
Okay.
first question. I think I know the answer to this, but you never know. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Okay.
Savory or sweet?
Sweet.
I know. Give me all the sweet.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Okay.
Sugar or salt, and we're talking about grits.
Girl, salt.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. This answer was gonna determine whether we air your interview or not. So
Okay. Listen. Salt.
Sugar does not belong in grits. I said it. That is a hill I am willing to die on.
Yes, me too.
And last, New York or LA?
LA.
All right.
I live on the West Coast, baby. West Coast, warm weather, palm trees, beaches. Yes, all day.
Warm
LA.
weather, as I'm expecting 6 to 8 inches of snow tonight.
I don't miss that. I do not miss that at all. So, yeah, West Coast.
All right, Suge Knight. So,
Tupac. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, right? So, that's all we have. Let the people know where they can find you on the socials and the World Wide Web.
Yes, you can find me at author D. Camille. I'm sorry, that's not right. You can find me at dcamille.com. And if you noticed, I don't know if you ladies noticed, but I've kind of condensed everything to the website so you can get to like everything from the website. So you don't have to go to any different places. So you get to the bookstore, you get to the membership site, you get to the app, you get to everything right there on the website. I'm also on Instagram. Now that's author D. Camille. And I'm also on Twitter at author D. Camille. So that's where you go. I do have a YouTube channel, but I'm sorry, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But you can find that from my website. There's a link. And you can find that on YouTube.
We'll make sure to plug that.
Thank you. I'm like, I wasn't ready for this question. This wasn't on the questions. No, but yeah. So that's where you can find me, and that's where, we keep the website up to date. We go over it weekly. We update it, go through it, make sure everything is up to date, intact. So you can trust that when you go on there, it's the most current version of what we're doing.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for joining us today. It has been amazing. I think every time we speak, it's amazing. I'm reeling from the last time we spoke. So it's been a wonderful, insightful, inspiring. Oh, I don't know. All of those things wrapped in one.
All the fluffy words.
Well, I would like to take a moment to thank both of you and to congratulate you on your endeavor, to wish you all the blessings of the universe. What you're doing is amazing, and I am a supporter. So whatever you need of me, just let me know. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, tears.
So pretty. All that prettiness is too much.
Oh,
You know, like girl stuff. Girl, that get that magic. That get that magic, okay?
Yes, we received that and we definitely appreciate it. This has been quite the venture getting this launched, and we're so excited. And we were so excited that you agreed, like, no questions asked. You were just like, yeah, tell me what I have to do. So, so yes, we appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us, and we look forward to continuing to follow and chronicle your journey. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I am too looking forward to it. I am too looking forward to it. And possibly you all being an actual part of it as well. I'm just saying, we gonna need some shows for this network. And so go ahead and y'all get it tight and then we get to go. Okay.
Jerry?
Sign me up. Okay.
There you go. Because look, once we get back, once we out of these COVID streets, right. Sherry is the host and I'm in the background telling everybody what to do.
All right. That's the part I like.
Yes.
That's the part I like. Okay.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you. And again, like Devonna said, we look forward to everything that is to come. And I think we can sign off.
That's a wrap.